This is Haliman giving you the M3 Radio Independent News. The internet's abuzz with paparazzi pics of Britney Spears prancing without panties. Sans culotte, or les money shot as they call it in France. Insiders reveal she learned this PR practice from new BFF Paris Hilton. Fact. First week the pics were posted, Miss Spears was the most Googled woman in the universe. No pun intended. People, I'm announcing this in my penultimate broadcast. My absence, indefinite. As a pre-parting thanks to fans, I give you my own second of Spears. What do you mean the camera can't get the shot? No, I will not climb the desk for a wardrobe malfunction. I'm just not that damn desperate for attention. To hell with it, let's just do the next story.
Hi everybody, I'm Kamila and I will be filling in for Halim. Here are some pictures from Poland. Prime Minister Jarosław Kaczyński approved a Euro convergence plan which would narrow the nation's budget deficit by 2.9%. This just in. The European Union imposed fines on a Polish company along with 4 others in the European Union for fixing rubber prices. Meanwhile, both Finland and Poland made no progress in talks on a new cooperation agreement with the European Union and Russia. Hey, it's not all Polkas. Pierogis and kiełbasa. All the time. Remember, oddychajcie. Na razie.
Who's in my profile's Encourage Spotlight this week? It's hero kid Pat Pedraja. Here's an 11-year-old that realized what this country needs is not a 10-cent cigar, but a bone marrow registry, and he's even willing to fund it. Frankly, chemotherapy treatments have kicked his butt. So during the last treatment, when his hair fell out, he decided to make good use of a bald situation. He claims it really made him sad until he came up with an idea to sell advertising space on his hairless head. That's right. For the right price, he'll let you post an ad, and this money will go to fund the registry. Count us in. Way to go, kid. Here's a butthead brainstorm. A brewery is getting scrooged by a distributor because of their Santa's butt beer. Well, know what? Santa's my favorite drinking buddy. When he has free time, like 363 days a year, he stops by. We talk. Last visit, he'd had a few along the way after getting around to updating his bad-good list. He was so bent out of shape. Liana had been good, but moved, so he wasn't sure of her new address, so we Googled her. Phoebe, on the other hand, is a real troublemaker. He couldn't decide on a gift or a stocking full of switches and coal for her. I told him she's only 5 months old, so cut her some slack. One more drink. He laughed. Why can't every day be Christmas? If you're a bank executive pulling down $250,000 a year and renting a $6,000 a month New York City penthouse, what do you do to unwind? If you're executive Michael Knibb, when you get home, you go into your living room where you set up your very own crystal meth lab to make and take a hit. The 37-year-old man was arrested when police raided his apartment, claiming he was only cooking the crystal for his own use because since moving to Manhattan, he's had a hard time finding a reliable drug dealer with consistent product. And we all know what that's like. So goes life in the Crystal Palace. In a related story, we begin by posing a question. Have you ever wondered if alligators like to smoke crack? Well, probably not, but I can tell you, they're not opposed to trying to eat a crackhead or two. At 4 a.m. in a Florida swamp, a hungry 12-foot gator was in the middle of munching on a screaming naked man who was cracked up to the gills. Luckily, local deputies intervened. Both reptile and druggie survived the ordeal. You may be wondering what a naked crackhead was doing at 4 in the morning in a swamp. Well, that's an excellent question. The man would not say. On the other hand, the gator, when asked, responded, "Because it tastes like chicken." Who are you gonna believe? File this one under a complete waste. The Bush-backed abstinence education program from his Department of Health and Human Services is costing taxpayers $50 million a year. It has a new plan. They're ordering states to tell singles under 30 not to have sex. For $50 million, we're to just say no to getting down or masturbating. Remember Clinton's Surgeon General Jocelyn Elders? She made the mistake of claiming masturbation was okay and was forced to resign after an outcry from the Christian right. As long as I was in D.C., I never met anybody that I thought was good enough, who knew enough, or who loved enough to make sexual decisions for anybody else, she later remarked. And you know what? That didn't cost us a penny. Oh, this just in. VP Dick Cheney's unmarried and gay daughter, Mary Cheney, is pregnant. Clearly the right program to disengage in sexual activity is not working. Now that you got me talking about sex, here's the climax. In Germany, they're developing spray-on condoms. The prophylactics improve protection against pregnancy and disease, and besides offering a better fit, just imagine the joy of application. The message is simple: be safe. So instead of just say no, as in the US, our European allies have embraced the more enlightened phrase of just say spray. Any argument on whom has a healthier attitude? Remember, this story will be on the upcoming exam, so I hope you took notes. Class dismissed. This is Haleeman, and you just heard the M3 Radio Independent News.